Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Who will win Liam over in Hope and Steffy's single status showdown? Updates and teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful hint that Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan may soon be embracing single dom. Viewers are fully aware that Hope is actively addressing the issues that endanger her current romance, so the true question is, who has won Liam Spencer over? Carter is having trouble with the takeover. It is evident that Carter Walton is struggling with the consequences of the takeover and Ridge Forrester's severe betrayal. Carter seems to be starting to see how much Hope is pressuring and controlling him. A separation between Carter and Hope seemed inevitable, given the previous events depicted on screen. Hope might soon be left alone and dealing with a broken heart again if this is the case. Liam may have the ideal opportunity to intervene and heal her traumas in this circumstance, but our observations indicate that issues could develop. Steffy might soon be unattached once more. Steffy might soon have to navigate the challenges of being alone herself. With DNA evidence now proving he is Luna Nozawa's father, John Finn Finnegan's marriage is in danger of disintegrating. Following Sheila Sharp's turbulent occurrences, Finn fears that his family life will become even more volatile. Steffy will have a lot to handle when she finds out that Finn had an affair with Poppy Nozawa and contributed to Luna's pregnancy. Depending on how things work out, the relationship between Finn and Luna can put Steffy to the test. Steffy is sick of her crazy in-laws. If Steffy ends up being single, it might definitely attract Liam's attention. Steffy may finally decide that she can no longer put up with Finn's strange family. He kind of gave up on rekindling his relationship with Hope when she started dating Carter, especially after she rejected him. Steffy has been faithfully married to Finn for years, which has kept her off the market. However, what if Hope and Steffy both end up being unattached at the same time? Who would Liam choose to pursue? Hope felt that Liam never truly moved on from Steffy, therefore she held him partially accountable for their divorce. Liam might just take advantage of the chance to get Steffy back if she does break up with Finn. Sheila warns, Carter cheats, and Poppy's crude run-in. Here are the spoilers for the week of February 24, 2025, on The Bold and the Beautiful. Carter Walton is likely to cheat on Hope Logan next week. Sheila Carter Sharp is cautioned by Deacon Sharp. Additionally, Sheila meets Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Find out what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week by reading on. Carter Walton is a cheater. Daphne Rose takes advantage of Carter's guilt throughout the week of February 24. There are two distinct scenes of Carter and Daphne in a promotional clip. In the first, Daphne informs Carter that he has constructed gates, but she is able to look through them. In the following scene, Daphne gives Carter a passionate kiss on the lips. Indeed, Carter is returning Daphne's kiss. Not only that, but Hope is standing in a doorway, watching Remy Price's fortuitous meeting. Bill Spencer has given Remy Price the job of fixing the air conditioner. Additionally, Bill informed Remy, also known as Dario, that he was paying for his discretion. Remy then happened to run into Luna Nozawa. Luna was someone Remy knew from Forrester Creations. Luna will also understand next week that Remy is fully aware of her transgressions. Sharp, Sheila Carter warned. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon cautions Sheila about being infatuated once more. Sheila might easily try to crawl her way back into John Finn Finnegan's life now that the bombshell regarding Luna's biological father has been revealed. Particularly if Finn and Steffy Forrester Finnegan are at odds. Sheila and Poppy will also have a terrible encounter. Sheila informs Poppy in a sneak peek that she will never know Finn as well as she does. Poppy spits out her drink and then topples the glass when Sheila says it. Sheila must leap back to keep from getting soaked. Sheila is quite observant. Sheila will be aware that Poppy's reaction was triggered by anything she said. February 24, 2025, week. You may also anticipate that Finn and Steffy's world will be completely upended next week. At Bill's residence, Finn will also take on Luna. Taylor Hayes will be shocked by Steffy's announcement in the meanwhile. He will demand an explanation when he returns to Finn. As the jewelry line debuts, Ridge Forrester also grows enthused about reclaiming Forrester Creations. Carter's hand shook as he gazed at his phone's cracked screen, the glow shedding light on the shadows beneath his eyes. These shadows had grown deeper over months of restless nights, during which his mind reenacted the accident frame by frame, sound by sound, the sickening crunch of metal, the screech of tires, Finn's voice yelling, "Stop! Bring the vehicle to a stop!" As rain lashed the windshield, blurring the road ahead, the way the headlights of the oncoming truck had exploded into their vision like a supernova, the way time had slowed as Carter yanked the steering wheel, too late, the world appending in a cacophony of shattering glass and his own choked cry, and then silence, a silence so profound it felt like the earth had swallowed them whole, a silence broken only by Finn's ragged breathing and the distant wail of sirens, a silence that had never truly left Carter, not even now, 6 months later, as he sat in his dimly lit apartment, the walls closing in, the guilt a leaden weight in his chest, a weight that made every breath a battle, every moment a punishment for surviving when she hadn't, when Emily hadn't, Emily, whose laugh used to dance through the halls of their shared college dorm, Emily, whose hazel eyes had widened in terror in the split second before impact, Emily, whose funeral Carter hadn't dared attend, cowardice. Anchoring him to his bed as Finn stood alone by her grave, rain soaking his black suit, his face a mask of fury and grief. Finn, who hadn't spoken to Carter since that day, Finn, who had been his best friend since they were children catching fireflies in mason jars, now looked at him with accusatory eyes every time they crossed paths on campus, which wasn't often because Carter skipped classes, failed assignments, and hid in his apartment, drowning in Spotify playlists that Emily had put together, each song a knife twisting in his ribs, while Finn drowned in other ways, Finn, who had traded in his soccer jersey for a leather jacket and a sneer, Finn, who now lurked in the corners of parties with a flask of bourbon, his easy charm hardened into cynicism, his guilt a mirror of Carter's, sharp and unyielding, because Finn had been in the car too. After the performance, Finn, who had given Carter the keys even though he knew he had had 2 beers, survived with only a scar through his eyebrow, which he now incessantly traced in mirrors as if attempting to change the past, as they sped down the winding backroad. Carter was aware that Finn placed just as much responsibility on himself as he did on him, and that knowing was agonizing in and of itself since it's impossible to grieve for a friendship while both of you are still alive. For a sin that cannot be atoned for, how do you offer an apology? Carter was haunted by the question as he paced his apartment, his reflection in the windows a gaunt stranger, his hair unwashed, his hoodie stained with coffee and regret, his phone buzzing with texts from his sister, "You can't hide forever," and his mother, "Please call me, sweetheart," but he never responded, couldn't bear their sympathy, their quiet bewilderment over how the honor roll student who had been offered the internship and his girlfriend who loved him had turned into this, a ghost. Finn's self-destruction, on the other hand, was more raucous, messy, and a public spectacle. He had been expelled from the soccer team for punching a teammate who had brought up Emily's name, spent nights in the drunk tank, and dated a series of girls who didn't resemble her, because no one could, their voices irritating his raw nerves and their faces blending into a pointless procession. Until the night Finn arrived at Carter's door, smelling of whiskey and desperation, his knuckles bruised from an unremembered fight, his voice faltering as he slurred, their shared shame festered in seclusion. Why her? Why not us? A question that hovered between them like a ghost and for which there was no response. Carter opened the door for him, and they sat on the floor with their backs to the sofa, passing a bottle of cheap vodka. The quiet between them was heavy, but it was different now, filled with the unsaid recognition that they were both shattered, drowning, and in need of forgiveness that they were unable to offer one another. Finn mumbled about the nightmares, describing the truck's blaring horn and Emily's hand slipping out of his grasp as he attempted to pull her from the wreckage. Carter also admitted that he hadn't dreamed since the accident and had instead been staring at the ceiling, mapping constellations of failure and counting cracks like stars. When Finn went, he didn't say goodbye, and Carter didn't ask him to stay. Dawn discovered them slumped together, empty bottle rolling on the carpet, a tenuous truce in their joint battle against memory. As the seasons changed from brittle autumn to the first snowfall of winter, Carter started to leave his apartment once more. He went to therapy sessions, where he would stare at the floor and whisper, "It's my fault," until the words were meaningless. Meanwhile, Finn stopped drinking and began to show up to class with dark circles under his eyes but a determined expression on his face, the kind of resolve that comes from reaching your lowest point and finding a shovel. The life they had all planned together, road trips, graduation, bright futures, was now reduced to a single, painful lesson: guilt never goes away. They didn't actually reconcile, but occasionally they would nod at one another across the library or the grocery store, a silent acknowledgement of the chasm filled with Emily's absence. It changes you, opens up new pathways in your soul, and shapes you into someone you're not. Finn wore his like armor, a continual reminder to never turn away, to never forget, while Carter learned to breathe around it, to function in spite of the weight. They stood together at Emily's grave on the anniversary of the accident, snowflakes catching in their hair, neither of them saying a word because words were too weak and insufficient to describe everything they had lost, her, themselves, and the people they had been before the world fell apart. However, when Finn's gloved hand briefly touched Carter's, it was the first time that Carter didn't recoil. It was a silent agreement to bear the guilt jointly, or at the very least, to stop allowing it to consume them alone. Sheila is enamored when Finn busts Bill and Luna, and Steffy dazzles Taylor. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks, from February 24th to March 7th, Steffy Forrester will stun Taylor Hayes, and John Finn Finnegan will bust Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa. Here's what BNB fans may anticipate as Sheila Sharp's infatuation is rekindled. The week of February 24th to 28th is when Steffy will discover that Finn is the father of Luna. When Steffy finds out that Luna was moved out of her prison facility and that her present location is unclear, that unexpected turn of events will send her into a panic. After their meeting at Bill's house, Remy Price will continue to be interested in Luna. Remy appears positioned to eventually play a significant part in Luna's journey and will continue to learn more about her. It is possible that Luna may be placed under house arrest at the Spencer mansion when Steffy and Finn are subjected to a shocker later on. Luna will be shocked to see Finn when he arrives to Bill's house. According to BNB spoilers, Finn will demand answers and express his annoyance. Bill might talk about the attacks at the prison and how crucial it was to protect Luna. Additionally, Finn will get the opportunity to tell Luna the truth about the paternity test results. Luna is unquestionably Finn's biological daughter after passing 2 tests. When Luna finds out that Poppy Nozawa had an affair with Finn and concealed the fact that he was the father of her kid, you can bet she will experience a range of emotions. Sheila will also confront Poppy and say that Poppy will never know Finn as well as she does. Poppy will spill her drink over that remark because she is keeping a passionate secret about Finn. Deacon Sharp will issue a warning to Sheila if he suspects that she is resuming her obsession. Deacon will advise Sheila to avoid becoming obsessed with Finn and Hayes Forrester Finnegan because doing so would only cause problems. Sheila won't be aware that Luna is her grandchild at that time, but you can sure that when she finds out the complete truth, it will increase her fixation with her family. Steffy will update Taylor once she's had a chance to process all of the Luna news. When Taylor learns that Poppy slept with Finn and concealed Luna's paternity for so long, she will be equally as shocked. Ridge Forrester will become enthusiastic about his ambitious intentions to take back control of Forrester Creations in the interim. Carter might feel too guilty to fully celebrate the introduction of Daphne Rose's perfume line. Soon, Daphne will take advantage of that shame and daringly try to get Carter to come closer. Hope Logan will catch a glimpse of the sexy moment when Daphne and Carter make out in the main office. Hope will have to make a decision regarding the Carter and Daphne scenario during the week of March 3rd to 7th. Will Hope believe that Steffy started this and that she is more familiar with Daphne than she has been revealing? It will be interesting to observe what Hope does next, because she may soon have a plan for retaliation. Luna's paternity will continue to cause controversy in the interim. It is certain that Poppy and enraged Lee Finnegan will clash at some point. Steffy might also set the rules for Finn and make it obvious that he is not allowed to date Luna. Will Finn set boundaries with his own daughter, even though he was prepared to avoid Sheila? We'll give you more predictions about Finn's actions, because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that his desire to defend Luna and his caring nature may cause issues. Sheila ends Finn and Steffy's marriage with Luna crisis? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, Sheila Sharp might be planning the last straw for Steffy Forrester and John Finn Finnegan. Will Sheila profit from the marital discord caused by Luna Nozawa? Fans of B&B are aware of Sheila's recent behavior, but her tendency to cause trouble will never completely go away. Sheila will inevitably make more mistakes, especially now that a fantastic chance is approaching. Finn is unquestionably Luna's biological father, based on the findings of 2 paternity tests. Sheila may eventually see this as the ideal opportunity to attack, as Steffy and Finn's marriage would suffer as a result of this paternity revelation. Regarding her wish to connect with Finn, Sheila has always seen Steffy as the true issue. Steffy would never permit Finn and his birth mother to connect, even though there were moments when it appeared as though Finn was on the verge of doing so. Although Steffy is the one preventing Finn and Sheila from dating in any way, Sheila may be hoping that would change. Sheila will definitely want to get in touch with Luna as soon as she receives information on her new grandchild, and she will also hope that Finn will take on the role of father. Sheila might see the possibility of a single, contented family, but Steffy must be completely removed from the scene first. Sheila may start visiting Cliff houses more frequently and agitating Steffy at this point. Sheila can be seen ambushing Steffy and pleading with her to allow Finn to be Luna's biological father. Sheila might argue that she should be permitted to see Hayes Forrester Finnegan as well, playing off her wish to become a grandmother to Luna. Steffy may experience some disturbing Sheila concerns again as a result of this whole Luna affair. It could serve as a sobering reminder of all the difficulties Finn and Steffy have already encountered as a result of his insane family members. When Sheila begins to recover, things can get worse while Steffy copes with Luna's paternity twist. Sheila might notice that Steffy and Finn's marriage is in danger of failing if she bothers her too much. According to our forecasts, Sheila will undoubtedly get into trouble in one way or another. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, after Luna's paternity announcement, Steffy and Finn's relationship issues will take center stage. Luna weeps over Finn's bio-dad news, the details of her cousin's night with Poppy. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will be devastated by the news of John Finn Finnegan's bio-dad. When it is discovered that her adopted cousin spent the night with Poppy Nozawa, Luna will undoubtedly have a lot to take in. When Finn arrives at the Spencer estate, Luna is shocked, according to the B&B preview video for the week of February 24th to 28th. When Finn finds out that Bill Spencer got Luna released from prison and placed under house arrest in his own house, he will also be devastated. Finn will undoubtedly ask Luna and Bill a lot of questions about it, but let's concentrate on the main concern at hand. Now that he is aware of the truth, Finn is unable to refuse Luna the answers she has been seeking for her father's answers throughout her life. Finn will have to set aside his rage for a while, even if he is still incensed by the terrible things Luna did, namely holding Steffy Forrester prisoner with the intention of killing her. It appears that Finn will sit down with Luna and confess that he was once much closer to Poppy than she realizes. Finn will open up about his intimate relationship with Poppy and how it resulted in a one-night stand that he believed would never be revealed. Finn now understands that Poppy was lying when she told him that he had no possibility of being Luna's father. Since Luna is in fact Finn's daughter, she will receive updates on the 2 paternity tests that ultimately resolve the mystery around her biological father. The emotional floodgates will open after Luna's initial shock, of course. Knowing the truth at last will be a comfort, particularly for Luna, who has always admired Finn and thought he was a wonderful man. Luna, on the other hand, will be furious with Poppy for denying her the chance to have Finn as a father. Maybe Luna will claim that if Poppy had been honest from the beginning, things would have gone differently. However, Luna will accept responsibility for her actions and will probably wonder whether Finn would ever forgive her. Given that Luna will undoubtedly be somewhat vulnerable with Finn, he might end up giving her a sympathetic embrace. Although Finn won't immediately forgive Luna for her transgressions, they might soon begin the process of developing a true father-daughter bond. We'll provide more predictions for all the drama because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Luna will be driven to tears when she learns of her paternity. Finn clarifies Steffy's Luna astonishment. Here are the spoilers for Monday, February 24th, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate hearing the remaining portion of John Finnegan's confession in the upcoming episode. Can Shin survive after finding out that Luna Nozawa is Finn's daughter? Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Finnegan's admission by John. On Monday, February 24th, Finn will keep being honest with his wife. Steffy is currently aware that Finn and Penelope Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, shared a bed for a long time. Steffy said that he was still a child and a family member, even if Finn claimed to be 18. Finn's wife tried to comfort him, but he felt embarrassed to tell her this anyway. But Steffy doesn't have the whole story. Finn is bringing up old history for a reason. The shock of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Fans should anticipate that Finn will complete giving his wife the entire story when Monday's episode airs. Finn will clarify that Poppy denied that the baby was his when he asked her years ago. Additionally, Finn will inform Steffy that 2 DNA tests he performed show that Luna is his child. Steffy is going to be appalled. Steffy may also question whether Finn is considering moving forward with a relationship with Luna. Steffy isn't going to tolerate another murderer-in-law after putting up with one previously. The destiny of Luna Nozawa. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn and Steffy will have to decide how the Luna bomb will affect their marriage. A sneak peek, nevertheless, suggests that Finn will soon face Luna. Finn knocks on Bill Spencer's door for an unknown cause. When Luna opens the door, Finn receives the biggest shock of his life. Monday, February 24th. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn explains Steffy's Luna shock. February 24th, 2025, Monday. Fans may also witness Poppy's reaction upon learning of Finn's confession. Poppy may be in a desperate attempt to repair Lee Finnegan's harm. Is Poppy going to accuse Finn of lying? Will Poppy attempt to portray herself as the victim and place the blame on him? Additionally, there is the circumstance with Luna and Remy Price. The two appear to have met for the first time. Remy is already aware of Luna's transgressions. Although it doesn't appear to be an alliance, perhaps both parties are seeking a new beginning. Would they be able to start again together?